And
you know.
you put it out there. You want to be AEW champion.
Yeah, yeah. I put it out there as like I wanted to, like, in the storyline arc, I wanted to, like, if I had the opportunity as a Hangman did, I would be the first black AEW World Champion. It's just pointing out that, like, I could make history. That's where I see myself as a history maker, you know, and I truly believe I can. And now is the talk is getting louder weekly.
It is.
And like this past Wednesday, I didn't even say anything, and people are still shouting it even louder. I just emoted and stuff and reacted to someone like saying really horrible things and speaking the truth about me, kind of flipping the mirror back to me from Hangman. And like the cool thing about the inverse of that is like how me and Hangman started. It was me berating him for like 5 to 6 minutes, which started this whole thing, and now it's flipped back to like I'm being berated. I don't get a word in, but he's taking the opportunity to do this. Whereas the Hangman was just like, man, I'm being like, it's like a therapy session. Like, I shouldn't say anything back. You know, I'm just going to walk away. Me, I'm like, no, you're not saying anything. I'm taking this. You've been talking enough back at me. And in a sense of like him jumping Nana in the end of that, and I can't touch him because I'll get suspended. I'm as just helpless watching him hurt someone as he was helpless watching me go through his house. So there's a lot of like just flipping scenarios.
Yeah, the build-up's been incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Like, it really,
and that was just 6 minutes. It's like, well, how can we get as much feel in that 6 minutes?
Yeah, people are really invested in this.
Yeah.
And that's a result of the build-up being so good, so personal too.
Right. And there was a lot of vulnerability shown in these last 2 months.
Can you just imagine what the build-up would be if it was you versus MJF?
That's something for the fans to anticipate.
I mean, they're already thinking about it.
And I love that. I love that we have the talk, and people, it's not like, no way that can't happen, or like, it's not like out of like the realm of like believability. Now they're like, oh, I'm frothing at the mouth at this. Like, what could we really see from that?
This went from if Swerve becomes the champion to in the last few months to when Swerve becomes the champion.
Right. But I had to do that work to get that too. Like,
yeah.
If you speak it out there, you have to deliver on it. You have to make people believe, and that's what comes with like just bringing good television, not being afraid to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Not everybody like there was like this transition in wrestling, and it went from the indies and international style to like coming onto American television, where people think everybody has to be like these strong men, everybody and women. Everybody has to be two forces beating each other. Whoever falls first, they lose, and that's the winner. And I was like, that's okay. That's great performance, and we're gonna enjoy that. But who do we invest in? Where's the drama and suspense to that? And I feel like that's where my strength really came from, finding someone to really feel something for. Even if you like me, whether you hate me, my methods, or you think Hangman is whiny, or if he's like, oh man, this is a real person being vulnerable, like, all right, watch the character arc grow to like now this dominant force that found himself and ignited that fire to like the guy that like who was like so confident in the beginning, so well spoken. He found who he is too, and he's just beating down this guy. To now it's like flipped upside down. Otherwise, like, oh man, I might have bitten off more than I could chew. Well, Texas Deathmatch, he hasn't lost any of these. Oh, now he's not wearing the butterfly jeans anymore. He's not wearing the stars, and like he's not wearing top buns and stuff like that. No, he's hair down, wet hair, like frothing at the mouth, dark leather, dark T-shirts. He's back. This is like Ghost Rider I'm dealing with now. And now like I'm a little like, oh snap, he's got momentum. It's like we watch it every day in football. Yep. Like, oh, the momentum shift is happening. Oh, turnover. Oh, fumble. Oh, they're gaining momentum back. We were leading by 12. Now we're only up by 2. Yeah. Like, that's what we pay for. That's what, since the dawn of time, that's what we've been watching. And we've been leaning away from that just to give off good performances, which you can do both. And I feel like my specialty is just giving the story and the arc.
It's so good, and the payoff for this is going to be incredible. I can't wait for it.
Oh yeah, and that's all the reason to keep watching, and hopefully ratings, we increase that, we increase ticket sales, and hopefully that really does well for our business industry-wide, because there's not an African American really in this position that I am right now, industry-wide, doing that, at this level, I would say.
Yeah, I guess Bobby Lash is the only other person I can think of.
Really.
Yeah.
But like, he's not getting singles matches on pay-per-views.
Yep.
And like, shout out Bobby Lashley, good friend of mine. Like, I want to see him do more. I want to see more from Tez and Dawkins. Shout out Carmelo Hayes, who's doing it. Hopefully gets the opportunity to do that on the main roster too. His time is coming. But like, and it's a support from everybody in the industry, like African Americans, performers, like everywhere. Like John Gresham, shout out to him. Moose, shout out like Jade, like she gets an opportunity. Bianca been doing it for the last 2 years. Shout out her, killing it. Like as far as like right now in this moment at the age, I'm like the only one.
Yeah.
At this high level between AEW and WWE, I'm it.
Yeah.
And I take that position really seriously.
Moose and Impact.
Yeah.